But now I myself am also carried beyond the laws when I see this. I can no longer hold back the stress of tears when I see Antigone heading for the bridal chamber where all must sleep.
See me, O citizens of my ancestral land, treading the final path, gazing on the final light of the sun, never again. But death, the groom of all, leads me alive on the promontory of Akron. I have no share of marriage hymns, nor any marriage hymn for my wedding, anyhow. But I shall be the bride of death.
Therefore, you will go famous and honored into the depths of the dead, not stricken by wasting disease, not taking the wages of the sword, but alone of mortals you will go, the ruler of yourself, down to Hades.
I have heard that most sorrowfully did our Cyphlingus die, the daughter of Tantalus, on our Sphian hill. How like a vine of ivy, our petrifying process overwhelmed her, and the rain never leaves her, languishing there, so men say, nor does the snow ever leave her, and beneath our tearful lids, she wets the ridges of her tears. Now my destiny sends me to most rest like hers.
But she was a goddess and born of gods, while we are mortals of mortal race. Still, it will be of your great fame as you die to show the lot of the godlike, while you live, and later, when you die.
Oh, I am shocked by our fathers' gods. Why do you outrage me, not yet departed, but still in the light? O city, O rich gentlemen of the city, hail springs of Dirs, O grove of many charioted Thebes, yet I'll have you be as my witness. Now I have no friends to mourn me. By what laws I go in heaped of prison, of my unheard of tomb. O my poor lot, who have no home among mortals of corpses, neither the living or the dead.
You went forward far too boldly and crashed into the lofty pedestal of justice, my child. You are paying for your father's crime.
You have touched the most painful of my cares, the thrice repeated doom of my father, and the whole fate of ours. The famous Lapidids, oh, sin of my mother's bed, the ill-fated mothers, self-creating intercourse with my father. From such of these, I was born miserable. I am going to live with them, accursed, unwed. Oh, my brother, you struck, an unlucky marriage. In dying, you killed me, though I still lived.
Reverence is a mark of character, but power, for a man who has it, does not tolerate offensive against itself. You, self-guiding, anger destroyed you.
Unwept, friendless, with no marriage hymn. Unfortunate, I am taken down the prepared road. It is no longer right for unhappy me to see this holy eye of light, but no friend groans over my unwept fate.
Don't you know that songs and lament before death would never stop if they did any good? Take her away at once and shut her in her walled-up tomb. As I have said, then leave her there alone, where she must either die or be entombed alive in such a house, where we have no guilt in this maiden's case. Regardless, she'll lose her home in the world above.
O tomb, O bridal bower, O underground everlasting, whither I journey to my own people, whose number greater, too many destroyed, Persephone, has received among the dead. To these I go down, to the last of them, and the worst by far, before allowance of the life spent. Nevertheless, as I go, I nurture the hope that I will dear come to my father, dear to you, mother, and dear to you, my own dear brother. To you died, with my own hands, I washed and adorned your body, and I poured liberations at your tomb. But now, Polynices, after burying your body, I reap rewards like these, but still I honored you well in the eyes of the wise. No, if somehow children whose mothers I was for or my husband had died, I would not have undertaken the labor in defiance of these citizens. Shall I tell you the code that I follow? I could get another husband when mine died, and another child from another man, if I lost one from him. But since my mother and my father both lie in hell, there's no field where I could grow another brother. With this as my law, I honor you above all others. To Creon, I seem have made a mistake, and have done something terrible to my brother. Now he holds me thus in his hand and leads me, without a wedding, no bridal hymn. I have now shared no marriage of raising children, but as am I, barefoot of friends and unlucky. I am going in alive into the depths of the dead. Which of the gods' laws have I transgressed? Would I look to the gods in my unhappiness? What ally can I call? In my case, being pious, I have won for myself the reward of impiety. But if these men have sinned, may they not suffer more evils than unjustly inflict on me.
The same violent winds still rage in her soul.
Go.
Danae also dared to exchange a light of day for walls of bronze. Hidden away in a tomb-like bedroom, she was guarded. Yet her race was honorable. O child, my child, and she was the storehouse of the golden flowering seed of Zeus. The power of fate, something terrible, it cannot be escaped. Not with the wealth or by war, not with the tower or a sea-lashed black ship. The son of Darius, quick to anger, the king of Edonia, was yoked by the stringing angers, confined by the will of Dionys in a rocky prison. Thus the flowering, terrible fury of his frenzy dipped away. He leaned to know the god in stringing tongues whom he had provoked in his madness. For he was stopping the races of women and debauchic fire. He irritated the muses who loved the flutes. Besides the sea's twins, the Meglades, the promontories of the Bosporus lies, the Thracian Saldias, where the city's neighbor Ares. Watch the accused wound dealt the two sons of Pheres by his fierce wife, who blinded their avenging eyes, smited by her bloody hands and the point of her needle. Wasting away unhappily, the mourn their unhappy fate and their bastard birth from their mother, but her seed stretched by the ancient house of Ethresis in faraway caves. Her father nourished her in his hurricanes, bore swift as horses over the plains, child of gods, yet against her too. The long love fates pressed hard, my child.